the one that she's probably as scary as Tommy, but the one I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get the fuck away from when Barbara died is already dead. So I guess she's gonna care for Barbara, and Barbara will die, and then she'll die because she's not in the greatest of health either. Right, just that is the end of anything that anybody can make up, because that was clearly a made up thing last year to try to explain your reality. When all you have to do is ask me my opinion, but you don't want to hear the truth about what your reality is. When it comes to me, you won't even ask me. You just keep making up shit. I don't know about my own self. That's why you don't ask me. That is why you don't ask me, because somewhere in the crevices of that brain matter, you know the truth. God already told you. You can't take my children. You literally helped a man and a woman destroy my fucking life because you wanted to. You wanted to, so you can't be one of my species. It's not possible that you would do that. So I think you know that, and just, I don't want to live in your delusion anymore. Stop trying to force me you keep speaking your fucking delusion at me. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't go around demanding recompense and apologies and shit. Really. Fucking crazy. It's called bargaining in panic and fear. Right. See how easy it was for him to fucking die and get buried in the ground? It'd be just as easy for you people. You're not going to know you're fucking dead. That dude clearly was dead before he hit the floor. He didn't fucking know he was dead. I don't really believe in non-existence, but even if you were going to go non-existent, you're not going to fucking know it. It's definitely the binders. Some of these people are probably so dangerous and psychopathic. They're obnoxious in their version of themselves. Their little acts where they're like, especially her. She still acts like she's an innocent, nice little girl when she's fucking psychotic. I mean, seriously? Grow the fuck up, but she can't grow the fuck up because you got a little peek of it when the cops came here. She can't grow the fuck up. I told you, she fucking lunged at me, and Barbara had to get her the fuck out of here. And she's showing up here at 9:15 at night. That's why she has to act like that. It's God fucking containing her. Oh, you're still here? See how God didn't let you fucking attack me at the doorway? That's not you. Nope, that's God doing that. I lived with it for 2 years with Tommy and Barbara. She wasn't like she was before. She'd start going, God would literally turn her around and make her walk the fuck away from me. And she'd be going, ah, ah, ah. Oh, yeah. She knew she wasn't in control of her own fucking head. At that point, she doesn't like it. Too fucking bad. Anyway, it's a complete dominant stance as you're being fucking killed with thermonuclear weapons and God's brain plagues. Obviously. It's just the most insane fucking thing, but in the end, it'll be fucking fantastic for my species and all the species on planet Earth. Just year 14, we don't have to do anything. How much money have you been printed now? Are you up to 50 trillion yet? And then I know you just go, it's one person on a fucking land piece. $45 trillion, $50 trillion. How many fucking houses do you own now? We don't have to do anything. It's got something to do with your containment because you're not allowed to war with each other and you don't have any brains left. Just every time you're like, not today. Like you'll use my words, but it's for fucked up shit to be bad, not to free people. I know, just you're not trying to survive a Holocaust. You are the fucking Holocaust. Not you're trying to survive it. Not today. Everything is like an excuse, and it's a mimic mocking of the people that you won't stop fucking victimizing. Like that's part of the Antichrist. Here it comes, and it's all twisted up and fucking deranged and insane. Not today. Oh God, I'll be so fucking tired, man. I know. I'll find out at 4:30. Some of them, yeah. They're like Tommy. Oh, and we might all end up homeless. Oh, they're gonna make you sit in a chair, Mary. It's terrible. That's what the people are like. Okay, thanks. Yeah, they already told me on the phone. Thanks. I'm telling you, you'll see it today. Mark my words, and then you'll go, "Oh my God, they just fucking did it to her." She's totally right. Yeah, because that I was just living with one of them. I'm familiar with the shelter. Oh yeah, because there's like stepping stones even in a fucking shelter. Oh yeah, no. People remember that? I've been here 6 months. Really? I've been coming here for fucking. This is the 14th. No, I've been coming here for 13 years. Thank you. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you think you're getting in a line ahead of me for when I'm just here to have a place to fucking lay down eventually and shower. I don't care about all that stuff. I like that's probably what Joey meant. I don't care about all that. Obviously, the second they decide to end this bullshit, it's really that quick. You don't have to do all that stuff. Yeah, just you are in it, man. Just running around, paperwork. This you don't have to do any of that. Paperwork for domestic violence. The second that someone decides to stop it and go, yeah, really, people, we're still doing this to that same fucking woman. We're all gonna fucking die because of it. Obviously. They gotta have goals that keeps them calm. I explained it. Only the most sort of like psychopathic of people enjoy destroying people's lives. Other people don't do that. You would feel bad for people or something. It's not that I want people to feel bad for me, but you get what I'm saying? You wouldn't go, oh yeah, and unfortunately, that one, she's probably mentally retarded. The one on the telephone from Lifeline, she's probably mentally retarded and she believes that's how you talk to people. That's an adult. Unfortunately, no. That's like, yeah, it's like a person trying to pretend to be a mother or something. You ever see people that clearly have no idea how to parent? All they do is mimic mock things. And you just go, wow, this is a weird version of someone. Get it? You can tell usually because they don't have like fluctuations in their speech and stuff. You can tell. If you listen to people, you can tell it's like a script. That's why it's called the caste system. There's no registering going on in their brain, man. They don't take in information and ponder on it in bits and pieces. They absorb and stuff, and then that becomes their personality is in the words and the phrases. They really don't do that. They probably think that they do, but it's just jumbled up words and phrases, and it's always sociopathic and mean. And sounds like a bad actor. They sound like Kristen Stewart in Twilight. What is going on? Unfortunately, what is going on is now they don't do that anymore. Takeaway. So, yeah. From brain loss. It's a brain plague. I don't want to drink too much soda, but I only had enough cream for 1 cup of coffee. So, like, just like I said, and I knew when I woke up, I'd go, oh crap, 1 cup of coffee. But no, I woke up about 4:30. It wasn't like I woke up at 2 a.m. That's what I'm saying. It could be worse. So I'll probably be out of here by like 8 a.m. I wouldn't want to show. I could because of Starbucks, but I didn't want to show up there before the library opens. It's like an open bathroom. Starbucks does not have bathrooms, right? It's like vitally important that I'm near a fucking bathroom for my own comfort. The ones that try to reteach me, like, it's usually not the Holy Bible anymore, but the ones that try to reteach me, like, my own medical diet and exercise program, yeah, that's the least of your worries. The ones that try to just reteach you stuff, and you go, are you aware that you're doing that? Right. I'm the person who gave them the diet and exercise program. I don't need all that from you. Okay. It's like the most fucked up, bizarre world that I'm just waiting for God to help you people get to your next thing because you don't have any fucking brains left. It's really difficult to bear. Just Cindy's kid coming here with the weird hair and shit. You go like he's in the aha video or something, and you go, oh my God, you're doing it too? Because they said her other kid that was taken from her was doing it too. Alyssa was doing it. Okay. You guys are transitioning into some other form of life. Like, I don't want anything to do with that. All that QAnon and the shit they were talking about in Florida. You guys are ill. You're not my species and you're not acting like regular Neanderthals. But I knew that based on what Cindy told me about him. I knew it. She was disturbed by it too. Because she's a Christian. So she knows all that there's something wrong. There's something wrong with them mentally. So You just have to wish them the best when God transitions them to something else. Right. Whatever their species is, apparently they're all flowing back and forth in their sexuality and stuff. Okay. And it's part of depersonalization where they all want to look the same, like a monkey. Okay. It's like severe brain loss. And I explained it. They can still talk and drive. But other than that, sometimes people don't understand that, like, they don't know a lot about neurology. Remember, that why they're talking about autism and Quincy? Okay, maybe they're equating it to autism, what they used to call Asperger's. It's like they're like Mike Myers. I'm sure that's disturbing to parents that aren't sick like that. Okay. It's like brutal sociopathy, but it will help them because they're all going to sicken and die. They're never going to have children. They're not going to have grandchildren. All of that's over with for that species. So the youth apparently are in a whole different mindset where they're really sociopathic. I've talked to some of them. Usually they're respectful towards me, if that's the word you want to use, meaning they don't do weird stuff. But they explain to me they don't understand morality and all the stuff about by my species, it's sexual amorality. They don't have to worry about that. But if they could not breed because their children are unsurvivable, it's an extinction. And I think that most of them can understand that. There's clearly a difficulty in this family where they still think they're going to reincarnate and they're birthed in a human race. Clearly, because now another one of Michelle's children got someone pregnant. So you still have a lot of sick young people that are not being counseled properly about reality. The first thing that's affected by ionizing radiation is your ovum. So you're going to have a lot of mutated children if they survive a pregnancy at all. You're not birthing human beings. Like, God does what God does. It was probably to help them stay calm. Right, just some of them, it might have helped them stay in housing where they would have been in a shelter too. Which I told you, that's why it's disgusting. They keep paying people to be amoral. And now they're stuck with all these children and they're going to be disabled. Now, how are they going to care for all those disabled children? That's why they have to get cancer and die. It's not God is mad at you. Just you have 3 or 4 children and you're 20 years old. And when you start having them and you have 3 children that are disabled, that's not a life for a person. So they probably think, yay, and then they get Social Security for 3 children and they get a Section 8 and a house. It's not a good life for a person. And you go to the church and they're in the thing like you got 3 Jerry's kids. It's really not a good life. You just, if you wanted money like that, you work, you sell stuff on eBay. People sell their drugs. You invent something. You play the lottery. Not you keep having disabled children. Like this business with Barbara. I didn't know she was getting that much money. If that woman was getting $10,000 a month, I still wouldn't want anything to do with it. Okay, like you people really, just as soon as you see dollar signs, it just totally worked. Here's some paperwork. Okay, now I need you to take her out of here. Okay, because otherwise she'd still be laying here right now. I would have been struggling to keep that woman diapered for 2 weeks. What if she fell down? Okay, just not getting it. Tommy fell victim to it. So as far as I know, he didn't have the medical condition I have. Most certainly cannot be trying to lift up a 300-pound woman. who's combative towards me. Aren't we on a lockdown when I'm trying to cook food? I'm not staying in a house alone with that. But I couldn't just leave her here. Or oh God. I'll find out when I go out there. Like if anybody else is just like, oh my God, fucking zonked. I'm not really zonked. I think I get like a different sort of reaction, I guess, to it. I could tell last night and this morning because it's like I'm not even typing on a computer. Do you see me up to a computer screen for 2 weeks? Yeah, you just go, whoa. Just totally getting nuked. I haven't even been outside. These people that were walking around outside yesterday are probably pretty tired now. The thing that's good about my regime too is you most of the time you will do all your defecating in the morning, like pretty soon after getting up. Right, that's like one of the good things because you don't have to worry about that the rest of the day, especially being homeless and shit. But anyways, I have to be near bathrooms. I don't pee pee outside. Yeah, just making old women sleep outside. I mean, you could be a 40-year-old woman and go, oh my fucking God. Because you know you don't go 8 hours without urinating, right? Try going 10 hours without urinating. I was getting up off the ground in front of the library at like 3 o'clock in the morning in 2019 and walk into that Dunkin' Donuts, which apparently isn't open all night anymore. Just because when I gotta poop, I gotta poop. I already have overcrowding in the diet I have to eat. Yeah, you've got it, all that fat and fiber, you gotta poop. It's like 2 seconds. It's not diarrhea, but you can't hold the poop. That is obviously crimes against humanity. God doesn't know that was going on, people. WCVB was there when I was screaming into the air to open a fucking toilet. Because all of a sudden, and I'm telling you, it happened again when I was there with Brian. Those people at Harvard Vanguard, if you're not already dead, expect to be dead. Every fucking time I'm out there, anybody that's in Quincy would know after hanging around with me for a fucking day. They'd go, what? Now the fucking toilet is not open? Why did you tell that woman that fucking toilet wasn't open? Oh, yeah, they'd be using a fucking toilet for 2 months. And then all of a sudden, here comes Mary, and I can't use a fucking toilet. They're completely fucking deranged. So God is killing them. And they did it at Starbucks too. On the same fucking day when the news was there and it was snowing. Anyway, they are killing you all. Right. They are killing you all. Only you could fathom to tell us what the fuck was going on in your brain matter that you would ever think to do that and get in. I don't know. You had to have thought you were going to get away with it, right? Is no one watching what you're doing? There was a fucking news crew in Quincy Center, microphone, everything. As I'm walking with the fucking cot screaming into the air, open a fucking toilet. I think they know. Is it nobody cares? Guess what? I guess God cares. I guess the people with the thermonuclear weapons care about something. They don't have to care about me. Is that making you sicker? Oh, yeah, Ron DeSantis. No one gives a fuck about her. Oh, yeah. No one gives a fuck about, oh, no one cares, Mary. Church? We're going to church this week? Fucking, they will. Oh, and let's go to church. No one cares, Mary. Why the fuck are you going to a church? Oh, yeah. Don't say a word, fucking Jesus, God, or anything to me, man. Just that Brian said he threw a plate of food at Karen. I don't know if that's why. Just God. I'm sure it'll probably take me about 3 days. It just depends on what happens tonight. But it'll probably take me about 3 days and then I'll be fucking calmed down back to regular. It's not really like the past 8 months was sort of like it was as soon as the dude died, here they came. It's weird, isn't it? I don't know. He may have made up in his mind he was protecting me or something from these fucking people. Remember when Cindy told me that he was weird because he thought his father was talking to him and that his father told him to take care of me. I remember that. She doesn't remember sending me fucking Christmas cards. Love, Dad. She doesn't remember doing that. Yeah, these people are wickedly fucking sick mentally. He was doing what she was doing, and now he's a fucking weirdo. Okay.